York City, we've seen a decline of live music rooms over the years, from CBGB itself closing, the Bottom Line. There's a bunch of places that I cut my teeth in the early 90s, be it Bond Street or Speakeasy. Those are gone. Kenny's Castaways just disappeared. So the challenge, I think, for musicians and the festival is, and those rooms is getting people out. I mean, we have so many more options 20 years now down the line, from phones to video games to DSs to just watching movies. Front run movies in the week after they come out in your home, so less reasons to go out. But I still think the human interaction, again, I'm very partial to what music can and does do to move someone. That relationship between the band on stage and the artist and the audience cannot be done on a telephone, cannot be done streaming, cannot be done on video. It's got to be live in a club. And to me, as long as people are moved and want to be moved, that will never die. And I think that's part of what we're really trying to bring back on a broader level. New York City's always had great artists, and I think any time there's a chance for people to have a voice, and more so a platform for that voice to be heard, where they can maybe learn something from the conference, take it back into their music making and their art, a chance for them to hand a CD or send an MP3 to someone in the business to get, I hate to use the word discovered, but to make someone aware of their talent. I think that's really important, and I think New York has had we've had a history of having interesting festivals and good music conferences, but what we're trying to do is maybe do something a little bit more that is about inclusion. I've always felt that punk music and maybe rock and roll in general is about inclusion and not exclusion, so I think we're trying to shoot along those avenues. At least I know I am personally. And again, going back, I think the greatest challenge is educating the public, and it seems like the art community has found out about us very quickly, be it galleries and music venues and musicians and filmmakers. Now letting the public in on this is getting that word spread. And I think if we do our job well, which is bringing great talent every night to every stage, to every screen, that I think the word will spread that CBGB Festival is part of the CBGB spirit that went on for 40 years and now takes us to another level. One of the great things is, getting a chance to listen to so many artists and bands and songwriters and musicians, and going through all that. And we listen to every band that submits, every artist that submits. I'm not sure every festival can say that, but I know we do listen to everybody who puts in, takes their time and energy and puts in their dollars and their energy to submitting the music. I think one of the challenges for us at CBGB Festival was people said, hey, this used to be a venue, now you guys are a festival. And maybe one day there will be a venue again. I'm not saying there will or won't be. That would be great. I cut my teeth at CBs as many other musicians did, so it's great to be part of this partnership now. And as we relaunch this, I think anytime you give platforms for musicians to perform, filmmakers to show their art, for both filmmakers and musicians to learn at music conferences, that's never a bad thing. One of the really great things about the last few years of putting together the festival, this year, second year, last 2 years, is the new relationships that we have with a lot of the music building being one. Here's a building that has all these floors of people rehearsing, playing music all day long, who are trying to get their art out. We've run into so many great bands who aren't yet signed to indie labels, some who haven't even made records yet, have one or two great songs. But that energy, that enthusiasm, we were talking earlier, you can't walk into a store and buy enthusiasm. You can't go into a store and buy youthful energy. And no matter what any plastic surgeon might try and sell you on that, it's just not going to happen. And that heart and soul is what makes great music. Also, it'll make bad music for a while until you have the ability to play in venues, to rehearse in places like the music building. And without them, it makes the social fabric of society a lot weaker. And we're trying to hopefully add to that social fabric through great bands, great art. Some people may say it's a lot of BS, but I believe in it.